Hi everybody, welcome back to 30 Days Until Done. We're working this month on Ekphrasis, which is poems about artwork, and for the most part we're going to work on paintings because they're easily translatable through your computer. If you are in the Los Angeles area, on the 4th of October, I am going to be teaching Ekphrasis in the Dawes Center for the Arts at 1 p.m. And if you come, it's a free class, and we'll be working for about 3 hours on different stuff, and I will give you all sorts of prompts, and by the end you should have a good number of poems, and there'll be different poems than we're doing this month. Okay, so we're working on Ekphrasis this month, and I said yesterday that I wouldn't be doing everything from this book, but I will be doing some from this book because I want to give some examples of things that I did. This is my book, Dual Impressions. I wrote it with Jeffrey Gressley, and there's a very important reason that I wrote it with someone else. It's because we were having conversations about art, which is what Ekphrasis is, right? And so very often I would write a poem and he'd write in reaction to that, or vice versa, and we would, even if we weren't saying, okay, Jeffrey, here's what I have to say about that, we're having a conversation, not an argument, but just a discussion about what we saw and what we think of as art. This is I always have a hard time pronouncing this. This is a Thomas Cole painting. Thomas Cole is part of the Hudson River Valley School of Art, which is one of my favorites. It's a very, very American brand of art, and it showed nature in all its grandness. I thought it was appropriate because of, this. Had Cole ever seen this, he would have had a heart attack. This is a rocky glen in the Shawagunks. A rocky glen in the Shawagunks. It's a painting about a landscape, and there's a big boulder that a man's standing on. To Cole, this was the world. A boulder pushed up out of the primordial that churned miles beneath his feet, working its way past the earth's skin until it jutted up out of the forest floor, 50 feet high. And all the tiny man can do on its face is laugh and wave, and know that he and his problems and any worry that any human being might ever have is wind blowing about a tor in summer before it's gotten so hot, but after the people and critters have gotten past all that spring fever. Okay, so this was Cole's statement about nature. Cole always saw nature as being much bigger than any individual, and so you get landscapes, but these landscapes with this just tremendous power to them. Like if you go to see Morro Rock, if you've ever seen Morro Rock, it just juts up, and you think to yourself, "My God, how did that get there?" Right? And you think about the earthquake that happened here in the early 1900s, the one that destroyed San Francisco. I'm pointing. That's San Francisco's over there. The one that destroyed San Francisco, it also moved these mountains that I'm standing up. It lifted them 18 feet. And he's always writing about that kind of power in nature. Or, I'm sorry, he's always painting about all that power in nature. And so I'm going to post this same painting down below. We have a different relationship to nature than he did. He of course was more scientific than people in the Middle Ages. The time when he was alive, science was progressing. But we, of course, are more scientific than him. We understand plate tectonics, for example, which was for a long time considered very controversial. And so, well, there's no way plate tectonics ever happened. Of course, they do. And that's how these mountains are formed, right? He didn't believe in that. He didn't know about that, and so so you're gonna write about him and maybe about the power, maybe not. Maybe look at the details of the painting. What is those things, the little details that go around him? That's also part of what Cole's statement is. But even if it isn't what Cole's statement is, maybe it's what your statement is, right? So you're going to write about this, and if you want to write about it in reaction to what we wrote about yesterday, that's fine too. Yesterday was another natural landscape, and tomorrow we've got a third natural landscape coming up that approaches it in a completely different way. Okay, so when you're done, please post it down below, and I'll see you tomorrow on 30 Days Until Done.